I talk all the time about how delusional today's modern women have become, especially with regard to their expectations of men. And today I'm sharing example number 10,424,042 with all of you to show just how delusional their expectations are. Oh man, you gotta love it, don't you? Here we have yet another woman who's managed to get herself knocked up, probably by a Chad or Tyrone. Of course, it's not her fault in any way because, well, it never is a woman's fault when she ends up getting pregnant, right? It's always the man's fault and only the man's fault in their minds. But now she probably can't find Tyrone or Chad. Hell, she might not even know his name. Or if she does, perhaps she's figured out that while he was hot enough to shag in a one-night stand, he's not marriage or father material. And let's face it, not many of those Chads are they? So now she's raised her expectations and demands. She's decided that it's now on all men to come to her rescue. Well, at least the ones she thinks are good enough to provide the lifestyle that she and her baby deserve. She thinks that it's all men that need to step up and take on the responsibility for her actions. To take on the responsibility of caring for her and raising a child that isn't theirs. Yeah, no, sorry, darling, but it's not men's job. You're a strong, independent woman. You don't need no man, remember? It's what y'all scream day after day. That is, of course, until reality hits and then you do realize you need one. I know. You shouldn't have to take responsibility for your actions, right? You shouldn't have to raise a child on your own just because your mom didn't explain the birds and bees to you. Didn't explain that having unprotected, well, you know what, might lead to you getting pregnant. No, you, and let's be honest, virtually all women, think that now it's some other man's job to step up and assume the responsibility to provide for and raise that child, even though it's not his. And that belief is so deeply ingrained in all of today's modern women that when she posted that video on the internet calling men out, they all started cheering, all started supporting her, all joined in mocking men and insulting them and putting them down. All because those men refused to come to the rescue for her bad decision. Because those men refused to sacrifice themselves for that woman and her child. No, sorry ladies, y'all made your bed. Now you're going to get to lie in it. You told men you didn't want us, didn't need us, and that we were inherently toxic with all our masculinity. You continue to tell men every single day to go away. And now they are. And now that they're refusing to play your silly little mind games, you're all upset and hurt about it. Which is why y'all making videos like this one, calling the men out, demanding that they step up and take responsibility. Because in today's female mindset, that somehow is going to work. That by putting men down, it's somehow going to convince them to line up to raise and pay for a child that isn't theirs. As I said in the beginning, the delusion is real. It's alive and well. And honestly, it's freaking hilarious. Even SNL, when it was actually good, couldn't come up with a comedic skit that is as funny as the way today's modern women think.